And now we invite you to sit back and relax and enjoy Snow White and reality royalty.
I don't know why I bother. I've been looking into this family's problems for hundreds of years, and still she keeps me hanging around. Another day, aged mirror. Another day for me to be beautiful. You know, it takes a quite remarkable woman to cope with such beauty. But fortunately, I am that woman. How blessed the land is to have a queen who can deal with so important a matter as beauty. But I need my magnificence confirmed once more. Here it is, the big question that needs the big answer. Are you ready? I've been ready for hundreds of years. Don't be grumpy, just listen to the question. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all? For more years than I can recall, you've been the fairest of them. If you keep on about more years, you'll find I'm washed with tears. Do not despair and have no fear. You're still the best of all old dears. Old dears? Old dears? It's getting worse. Explain yourself and cut out the verse. It's the younger generation. What do you mean, the younger generation? Those who are not as old as you. Do such creatures exist? They do, and they're becoming more beautiful. Don't talk nonsense. Name one. Princess Snow White. My stepdaughter? Ha! But she's only a child. Was only a child, but now she's becoming a young woman. Something that you have failed to notice. Failed to notice? How could a queen fail to notice such important matters as beauty and people who have no right to own it? You are too busy looking at yourself. I am I? Right. I'll soon stop to girls getting above themselves. No one will be more beautiful than I am. King! King! Bring your royal majesty here at once! I most certainly do. I need a new law passing now or sooner.
If you want a new law, you shall have one. Which would you like?
That no one over the age of childhood shall be younger or more beautiful than I am.
I'll have to think about that. It could be a difficult law to enforce. Couldn't you just pretend to be younger and fairer than you are?
Pretend? Pretend? A queen does not pretend in such serious matters as her youth and beauty. I want a law and I want it now!
I'm not sure it can be done. The common people might not like it if they think we're not letting them have a share in being beautiful.
Does it matter what they like?
We don't want them to revolt.
They are revolting. Always have been. Just you wait. I'll get the Prime Minister to sort my problem out. It's about time she's earned the fortune she's paid. Prime Minister, come here at once and be told what to do.
You called, Your Majesty? What may I have the pleasure of doing for so beautiful a queen?
A very simple pleasure. I need a new law passing immediately.
It will be my delight. Which one would you like?
That no one over the age of childhood shall be younger or fairer than I am.
Surely no one in the whole kingdom is younger or fairer than your most marvelous majesty.
Don't be so sure. Ask the aged mirror. It knows.
The aged mirror? Ask the aged mirror? That mirror on the wall. The one she's always talking to. Just humor her. She's in one of her moods. All right, I'll do it if you insist. Mirror, who is it? Come on, no nonsense. Tell me who is more beautiful than our lovely queen.
Don't you raise your voice at my aged mirror. Treat it gently as one of the few speaking mirrors that are left. And use old-fashioned mirror talk. Mirror, mirror on the wall, know that. But use a capital M when you address it.
Capital M? I should have thought of it. Oh well, here goes. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? That's better. You may have an answer now. Times are changing. They're not the same. There is one fairer than this old dame, and my predictions are always right, so keep an eye on the fair Snow White.
Don't you worry. I'll be watching her from now on.
Only in a stepmotherly manner, I hope.
Of course. I want her to grow up and be beautiful in a fairy tale way. Oh yes, I've heard some wonderful fairy tale endings that will really do for her.
That's good. Shall we go see if we can sort something out, Prime Minister? Over a cup of palace tea? Why not? We do a nice Earl Grey, only the aristocracy here. Do I have to put up all these obstacles? Not at all. Just listen to what I said. Be modern. Think lateral. Don't demand answers, but ask questions. Such as who is causing your problem? Snow White, obviously. And how could she stop causing a problem? By not being here. And how could she stop being here? Oh, clever. Very clever. Woodcutter, come here quickly and bring your axe. Very convenient having everyone in the next room.
We're serving your majesty.
That's good. I have a job for you. Excellent pay. May I see your axe? Is this blade as sharp as it looks?
Sharpest blade at this side of the door.
Sharp enough to cut through a young neck?
2 at a time.
That'll be quite enough, thank you. No need to overdo things. Now, between ourselves, I want you to take Princess Snow White into the woods to pick flowers, if anybody asks, but not to bring her back. Understand? The accidental meeting of axe and neck over a buttercup that no one else needs to know about?
I will not do no such thing, not know how. This is an honest act, and I'm an honest man as what wills it. Me and my axe will not do such a terrible act. I'm off, and my axe is coming with me. An honest man, that's what I am. I've never done no wrong. And not going to start doing it now.
You made a rough mess of that. I got Snow White. All very well in the old days, but I told you to be modern. What I need is reality television show. Reality royalty. You and Snow White. The winner gets a big crown, and the runner-up, a long holiday in the forest. How do I know I'll win? The viewers will vote by telephone, with your trusty maids in waiting to count the votes. 3 for you, and 1 for Snow White. Then you will be beautiful on your throne, and Snow White will be looking for the way home. Oh, you are a clever mirror. Now let's go make arrangements so no one can hear us. I fear there are low-class ears listening not too far away. Come. Prime Minister, do you know what it's all about, this beauty contest? It's what's called reality TV. This show's named Reality Royalty. Reality Royalty? Real peculiarity, if you ask me. Royalty has familiarity for the viewers. Real triviality. Beauty partiality for the voters. As a particularity, what's it all about? It's about the queen still wanting to be the most beautiful woman in the kingdom. But she knows she is. I told her once just before we were married. And a king's opinion can't be argued with. You are the mirror telling her differently. Snow White is becoming more beautiful. That's to be expected. After all, she is my daughter, and only a stepdaughter to Her Majesty. Yes, being the stepdaughter used to cause a lot of trouble with her bedtime shift. I didn't think it happened nowadays. You'd be surprised at what happens nowadays. Did I really? I thought nowadays were a lot different from what they used to be. They're much the same as the old nowadays, but they even older nowadays, so seem different. Well, I know. It's most confusing. You do have to know a lot to be Prime Minister nowadays. Shall I call Snow White to explain more? An excellent idea, Your Majesty.
You wanted me, Father?
Amazing! You answered for your call.
It is my duty to know when my father wants me. It is part of being, really, royal.
That's what I want you to explain. What's this reality royalty show of yours all about?
It's stepmama's idea to let the common people see what royalty is truly like. We will do all manner of things to show our beauty, and then the viewers will vote who is fairest. The winner gets crowned the royal beauty, while the runner-up has a long holiday in the forest. So, whatever happens, I will win something.
The viewers cast their votes by telephone. You mean they actually pay harder money to vote?
Yes, because the Queen has arranged that all telephone charges go to charity, plus any other donations the callers wish to make.
Which charity?
The RSPCU,
RSPCU? What's that?
the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Youth. The Queen has just founded it and become its president.
That's good. She needs a hobby to take her mind off her beauty complex.
Why is this good? Because she is also the treasurer. All the money will go to her so that she can make sure unicorns have a better life.
I've never seen a unicorn. There aren't as many as there were once upon a time. I remember all the unicorn stories began with once upon a time. Everything was once upon a time in the olden days. But the olden days are not nowadays, and nowadays are never once upon a time.
There will be some time.
It will be if some time ever comes.
It always comes. Just think, sometime soon we will be on reality television.
And you couldn't have done that in the olden days. Or once upon a time.
But you can do it nowadays because we have moved into modern times.
Have we really? I hadn't noticed. Who'd have thought it? You should have thought it. You're Prime Minister and are paid to think of what's going on in modern times. We should go get ready for them. It would be a pity to wake up tomorrow and find that modern times were already over long ago. I remember some things that happened long ago. Do you? No, I was too young at the time.
Come along, both of you. I think you both need another cup of tea.
Earl Grey?
What else?
So we draw close to the grand finale of our wonderful show. Your early votes has been keeping our switchboard busy, with the Queen's maids-in-waiting recording the final score as only they know how. Who will win, we just cannot guess, for the results are in your hands. It's been a strenuous day for the two contestants, starting with Snow White's dramatic announcement that she would not beautify herself in any way. In her own words, she wanted to remain pure and simple. So to keep herself fresh, she did need to undergo 2-hour-long, off-screen bathe in donkey's milk, scented with the aroma of freshly picked rose petals. Then, for the Queen, came the glorious manicure, each nail preciously picked and polished with personally chosen ointments. Then came the grueling 3-hour hair appointments. The Queen's next ordeal was to have her face powdered and painted to produce a work of art. After all this, both contestants showed their dexterity in manual work, each by baking a dozen fairy cakes without spoiling their appearance. Now their remaining tasks are to simultaneously to the camera and make a compassionate plea for your votes. Please welcome again Her Majesty Queen Araminta and Princess Snow White as they make a plea for your votes and simultaneously to the camera. May I now ask Snow White to make a plea for your votes?
May I ask for your votes, please? Although I present myself to you as I am, natural and not made up, it'd be nice to know that you think me the most beautiful in the land. And if not, I have still enjoyed myself and will have a nice holiday in the forest. Thank you.
And now Her Majesty Queen Araminta.
There can be only one winner. Me. I was the most beautiful. I am the most beautiful. I will be the most beautiful. Consider the alternative. Snow White. You can choose her if you wish, but remember that today's natural white snow is tomorrow's gray slush. And the name, Snow White, not a name, a nickname, from the color of her hair. Do you really want to vote for Gertrude Grimble? Yes, you know that is her real name. Does she compare to me, born at Araminta Marble? Will the nations around us giggle if Gertrude Grimble is voted most beautiful? Gertrude Grimble, our symbol? Does this nation want Gertrude Grimble? The answer is no. Oh look, she's crying her little heart out.
While we wait for the final votes to be counted, Her Majesty Queen Araminta wishes to make an appeal for the charity she has so graciously founded, the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Unicorns. It is a society that must be dear to all our hearts.
As you well know, my life is devoted to good causes, so all proceeds from today's contest will go towards those wonderful and graceful creatures, the unicorns. It's said they once roamed this land in great numbers, and I'd like to encourage them back. So all proceeds from today's telephone charges will go towards the fund. Unfortunately, may I also make a plea for you to give extra donations? Please make your checks payable to me at the castle. Thank you on behalf of
unicorns everywhere.
The moment of truth has arrived. The telephone lines are closed. The votes have been counted. Soon, our contestants will know their fate. For one, the crown of beauty. The other, the forest. I can now tell you that the most beautiful and fairest in the land is Queen Araminta!
Didn't I tell you? I am the Queen of Beauty. I am the youngest and the fairest in the land. Not Celestia Gray, not Girl Purple, not anybody else. Me. Now send her into the woods for the longest holiday of her life. She signed the rules, now she obeys them.
I better get ready.
A good day's work.
Yes!
Trees cut down.
Trees cut
up. Whose turn is it to do the washing?
Yours.
Whose turn is it to do the dusting?
Yours.
Whose turn is it to cook dinner?
Yours.
Why?
It's Tuesday.
Oh. That's a knock on the door.
Yes.
We don't often get a knock on the door.
No.
Oh. Whose turn is it to answer knock on the doors?
Yours.
Because it's Tuesday.
Right.
I'm sorry, teacher, but my stepmother has thrown me out into the forest. And yours is the first dwelling that I have seen in 2 weeks of wandering.
That's bad.
But a very kind man helped me find food in this place.
That's good.
Now he's gone off to look for something important.
That's good.
So, may I stay here till then, please?
That's good.
Thank you. Do you have television here?
Oh, no.
Then you won't have seen me, and I can tell you my name is Gertrude Grimble.
She's attractive. Pretty.
Lovely. Yes, yes.
Thank you, but I don't know all of your names.
We are the 7 small gentlemen. Small by name only. Bertram Small. Cuthbert Small.
Delbert Small, and this is Edgar
This is Gilbert.
Our parents, Mr. and Mrs. Small, organized us to be born in strict alphabetical order. 7 born and not one mistake in the order that we came. A through G in correct order.
But there are only 6 of you,
Albert isn't here. He's gone to the big wide world to make his fortune.
and you all have birds in your names.
That was more organized by our parents. Our parents are very organized. They knew that if someone shouted bird, someone was bound to answer.
Let me try. If I'm staying, may I cook your dinner, Bert?
What day is it?
Tuesday.
And I'll let you cook. Come on, the kitchen's this way. What's on the menu?
I'm quite good at fairy cakes. Will they do?
Anything will do as long as Bert doesn't have to cook it.
Very good morning to all of you. I'm having a good time. Time Granger, since good as it came.
said, friend?
She said it was time for a change.
It alters us all.
She altered me all right. I was 27 minutes slow. Now I'm right on time.
An up-to-date grandfather clock, that's you.
And she said no grandfather should be sitting down, taking the weight off his feet, not standing around all day.
She dusted you and oiled you,
Said she didn't want me getting old before my time. And talking of time,
which you usually are.
just 1 year ago that Gertrude came to us.
Makes our hope for the better.
Egbert said she showed us how our business could make bigger profit.
Made us happier.
Only just 1 year.
So today we'll celebrate.
And how are you going to celebrate?
By making you relax. Sit down.
Do nothing.
Enjoy yourself.
Is there anything you would like?
No, I have never been so happy. I have everything I could ever need.
She said what passing time has for you.
What can passing time have?
More beauty.
Even more than beauty.
What's that?
Another knock on the door.
A knock on the door? But that's how Gertrude came to us a year ago.
So listen to what happens when time passes. Tick, tock, tick, tock.
That's a knock on the door. That's another knock on the door. The third knock in a year.
That's what happens when time passes. Doors are knocked regularly, especially if they're not answered.
I'll answer it.
Is it
It is
a unicorn?
a unicorn.
What? This one has another head. Unicorn. I wonder who it's from. It just says, from one who will return.
What does it say?
To the most beautiful in the land. You know what to do.
Edward wants to know if you know what to do.
Exactly what to do. But I'll need Bert to help me.
We will.
Then let's go organize the forest full of unicorns into being the 7 small gentlemen's theme park.
Yeah.
But I don't
PlayStation here. I feel a question coming on.
Not that question. You haven't asked that one for ages.
There's no need. Snow White is wandering the woods, and no one else dares be more beautiful.
Even the common beauty parlors have been turned into ugly parlors.
Quite right, too. Why try to compete for the greatest of all beauties?
So why do you want to ask that question again?
Just the excitement of it, especially since it's 2 years ago today that Snow White disappeared forever. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
My answer is to your delight, is not the anointed one, Snow White. Yet beat no gong, yet claim no symbol, you do not match Gertrude Grimble.
Gertrude Grimble? Gert? Where is she? I want to know.
I cannot give you an answer that will please. Her house in the woods, I can't see through the trees.
Then I will have all of the trees cut down. I will not have Gertrude Grimble being more beautiful than I am. It is against all of my principles. King, King, come here and bring some action with you.
I bring action in the Prime Minister.
Useless. It's instant action I want. Not talking and voting for months on end in the House of the Commons.
But it's instant action that we have come about. Very true, Your Majesty. Instant action is what I had just told His Majesty, and instant action is what I meant.
How could you know before I told you?
It's not about you being beautiful. Tell her what it is. It's from some organization calling itself the 7 Small Gentlemen's Theme Park.
Never heard of it.
But they've heard of your society for preventing cruelty to unicorns, and they want its cash.
They haven't got any unicorns, and it's no unicorns, no cash.
There's a whole herd on this photograph.
Those are one-horned cows. There's no such things as unicorns.
But we used to hear stories about them. Excellent stories.
That's all they ever were, stories. There never have been any real unicorns.
Then why did you start a charity to look after them? That's what the people want to know. You mean the common people?
My money has nothing to do with that lot.
They gave you that money. How much does your unicorn society have? Come on, how much?
Only $1 million.
Only $1 million?
Or two.
Then unless you win the revolution, we will set out tomorrow for this unicorn theme park with all those funds. We will announce it tonight, and there will be no excuses about finding a way because the 7 small gentlemen have cut down trees to make roads to where they live. Thousands of common people will be going when they hear of it, and all thinking of the good that the Queen is doing with her gifts.
You mean they might all start to love me?
Anything is possible.
Then I'll go pack my bag straight away. Go and get yourselves ready for me to be loved and adored by everyone. They'll see I'm not just beautiful. Go.
What was that all about?
Another knock on the door.
We didn't hear it.
You will in about 2 seconds.
Not again, it's becoming monotonous.
Each knock means an important time has arrived. But this time it's not important. It's vital.
Vital?
And for a small family, it's a matter of large money.
A matter of large money?
For whoever she is, it's a matter of choice.
A matter of choice for whoever she is. Who?
Hush, the knock is 2 seconds late.
I didn't notice you bowing to me.
That's because we didn't. Why should we?
Haven't you seen my crown? Yes, but a gentleman would take off his hat when entering a house. You take it off and we will bow.
All very gentlemanly.
They've got a point, I suppose. Oh, very well. Are you the 7 small gentlemen?
Not exactly. We are 6 of them.
6 out of 7. Not bad, I suppose. Let me introduce ourselves. I'm the Prime Minister, and this gentleman is His Majesty the King. I'm pleased to meet you. This call is full, and somebody will answer you. We have come in reply to your letter asking for money. We need to make sure that you really do have a uniform. Edward says there's no lovelier creature than your unique uniform. You've seen them all over your theme park, lovely creatures. So we will recommend that Her Majesty Queen Araminta gives you all the money in her society. She's bringing it now.
Aren't they lovely? I could have stood with them all day.
Edward says there's no lovelier creature than your unique uniform.
I was talking about all those people. They did so admire me when I showed them all this wonderful money. And there's much more outside. Oh, the people do love me. And you are so good to have built this refuge for my unicorns.
It wasn't really us. The real brains are out there with the unicorn. So call the brains in, please.
No need to call. It is my duty to know when my father wants me in his presence.
Snow White, at last!
Gertrude Grimble? You? Here? So you put the
Mirror, mirror, off the wall, who's the fairest for them all?
The fairest way, my dear old clock, is to go along with your tick-tock. The passing ticks may have no beauty. Each fleeting top will do its duty.
Oh, I don't feel so. So listen to what happens with each fleeting top, and hearken to each. So listen to each fleeting passing tick, and hearken to each fleeting top. We'll all go into the door. Hey, knock!
A knock on the door. A knock on the door.
You! My hero who kept my head in a crisis.
My traitor who let me down.
Albert, our brother, who left home to make his fortune.
Who brought me here to safety and promised to return.
We brought the unicorns here.
And brought us our fortune.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, yes, yes, yes. All the 7 small gentlemen are now here. The foot is firmly going down at last. The money stays and you go home.
And you can have a log house. You'll be the fairest of all scullery maids in their kitchen, where you will spend 6 hours each day.
Please don't be harsh. Just let her go back to the palace without the aged mirror. To tell her she's beautiful.
Cruel, 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 Gertrude Grimble.
I have not never known such a fine suggestion as that suggestion. Nor have I not never known such a beautiful creature as Snow White, who was always the most beautiful and the fairest in the kingdom, and who I have been thinking of ever since I did not chop off her head, as what that their queen wanted before she killed the voting. Snow White, who will now be coming back to her palace to be a princess, as once she once was before she came here not to be a princess.
You didn't tell us you were a princess.
That's because I wanted to be happy Gertrude Grimble. And I have really never been so happy and always will be. For I am staying here with the 7 small gentlemen, especially Albert as what saved me. Father, may Albert have your permission to ask me to marry him?
You may.
I did.
I will.
Ah, that's nice.
While you improve your English by your foreign notes, you will be the statements. To the
Lord H. Beer, you were looking into.
I think I will stay here.
By my side,
No more silly questions.
no more knocks on the door.
Lovely.
Ah,